All right, what's going on, guys? Today we're going to be taking a look at my schedule builder for winter term 2020 at University of Oregon. So I do have my laptop in front of me. We're going to be going through this together and seeing what schedule we can put together. I will be showing you guys some of the things on my screen as we go through the process. But the reason why I thought this could be a fun video is it's something that I haven't really seen done before, and I thought it could give you guys a little insight into how I pick my classes and set everything up. And then also, I should actually be in for a pretty good schedule for this term because I am quite far ahead in credits, so I can take it a little bit easier. I can pick classes that actually work out a little bit better for me in terms of having more free time, so I think it should be a good schedule. We'll just have to see what we can set up. But with that being said, the first thing here is where we're going to be taking the classes. Of course, the main campus in Eugene, and then we can also actually choose the distance education or online classes because some of these classes that I need are actually offered online, and it's a really good way actually to do it if you're very good at managing everything, because the online classes can be harder for most people just because there's a lot going on and it's not as scheduled. You're not going into class, you're not having certain things be said to you every day with regards to what you need to be turning in, what you need to be staying on top of. But if you can set that up, it is a very good way to kind of actually create more free time for yourself. You don't have to waste time by walking to class or driving to class or whatever you might be doing. So I would recommend it if you're someone that stays on top of things. For me, it can be a good idea, so we will look for some of those classes if we can. But yeah, I am a journalism major, so obviously most of the classes I will be taking will fall under that. But I do have a business minor, and I just need one more class to finish that business minor off. So we will be checking those out. I think a lot of those classes are offered online. I have taken a couple of them online before, so if the last one is online as well, that would be perfect. But we're gonna jump into the next area here, which is, of course, actually adding some of the courses that we need, and then we can see where they line up, what times they're offered, when they're offered, and kind of just choose what will work best for us. So one class that I do know I need is a journalism class, so we'll make sure we go ahead and select that from this list here. All right, so now that we have 4 classes selected here, one of which I need to take, and the 3 other ones, I only need to choose one of them. So we're gonna be taking a look at where those classes fall because those are my most important ones, and then we'll worry about the business class next. But let's just see what we're working with for these classes and see what we can do. Okay, so right away I can already see there's one at 8:30, or not even 8:30, 8 a.m. Monday and Wednesday. That is not for me. I cannot wake up early on a regular basis, so if I don't have to take a class like that, I'm definitely not going to choose that. And since we do have quite a few options to work with, that one is, we're just going to remove it right away and move on and see what else we have to work with. Okay, next up, we actually have a bunch of classes here that all work together, but they fall in line right back to back from 2 p.m. to basically about 8 p.m. And obviously, I don't need to take all the classes, so I'm going to look at which ones work best for me. Now, the one at 2 p.m. is the one that I do have to take, so I will keep that in the schedule. Going forward, the other one that starts at 4 p.m., it is right back to back, and I would be having like 4 hours of class in a row. But yeah, I don't think that's too bad because I don't want to have to go back for like 2 hours and just have a break right around dinner time and then come back to class at 6 to about 8 o'clock. So I think I'm definitely going to remove the one that goes from 6 to 8. So we just have class from 2 p.m. to about 6 p.m. on Monday and Wednesday. And then we get a nice little break there so far for Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. And then we'll see what we need to add after that. But for now, that works for me to have just 2 classes back to back, get it over with, get it done with. There's not the point of going back between, you know, what is that, 4 and 6 p.m. Because that means, you know, you probably have 15 minutes of walking to get back, and then 15 minutes to come back. So really you only have about an hour and a half worth of a break. It's not really enough time to go to the gym because again, you'd have to walk to the gym. You could of course cook a meal, do a little homework, whatever, but I'd rather just get it done with. So we're gonna remove the one at 6 p.m. and see what else we need to add. Right guys, so this is the last class that I need for that business minor. So we're gonna add that one in and see if we can't come up with something with this schedule. We'll see where it's offered, what it's offered in. Hopefully it's online, as I was saying, that would be really nice. And we would have an amazing schedule coming together. So let's go back to the builder and see where it's offered. Okay, the first option, 8 a.m. Monday and Wednesday. Obviously, not hoping to do that, but there are 4 other options I can see here. So we're gonna check it out, see what else we can see, and hopefully there's some better options. The next one is online. So that is an amazing option right there. It's already online. That means we would have class just Monday and Wednesday from about 2 to 6 o'clock. I'm gonna look at the other options just to be sure, but that is incredible. Right, the next one is meaning we would have class Tuesday and Thursday from about 12 to 2. It's not awful, again, because it can be nice to have a schedule, a bit of a routine, but personally, you know, I have my own business, so I have stuff to attend to there. Of course, I have other hobbies that I like to do, so having that extra time would be nice for me. Of course, the schedule, it can be good to keep everything in balance and everything, but I don't know, I'm definitely leaning towards the online class. So that'd be a lot of time for me. I'm good at managing the homework for an online class, so I think I might have to look into that. And then the final option would be having the same class, same days, but just at 2 o'clock. So those aren't bad class times, but I have to go with the online one because that just offers me so many more opportunities for focusing on my other things like my business and other things that I have going on in my life. So we're gonna be taking the online class. Of course, we do have to hope we can get into it. Being a junior with a lot of credits, I should be well up on the list for registering, which means I get to register before most people. So I think we should be able to get those classes, no problem. But we will hope and keep an eye on that to see if they start filling up. We might have to make other changes, but it's almost guaranteed that I should be getting these classes, no problem, which is awesome. So guys, this is the final schedule. This is it. Just class 2 days of the week, Monday and Wednesday, and those classes are from 2 to 6. And then of course an online class, which will have homework throughout the week, but I can kind of choose whenever I want to do it. I can do it all right after those classes, or I can spread it out. So that is my schedule. I gotta say, this is by far the best schedule I have ever had. Personally, I don't like having classes every day of the week bouncing around left and right because it's a lot of time wasting, especially if you have to walk all the time back and forth. To have 2 classes back to back, that means I can stay in the general area. I don't have to be walking around a ton. I can be very efficient with my time and just get it done, knock it out, and then move on to other things. And then with the online class, I get to choose kind of when and where I get to do that work. So that's perfect for me. I'm very good at maintaining all of that workload with no problem. So if you guys have online classes, definitely give it a try. I was a little bit worried that it would be harder, maybe harder to understand everything, but in my experience, they're really not bad at all, and I would definitely pick up a couple of them if you can. That is by far the best schedule I have had in my nearly 3 years here at the University of Oregon. Just 2 days of classes a week in person, which I cannot argue with at all. I've had some awful schedules. In fact, this semester, it's every single day. It's just a bit of a grind to go to class every single day when, you know, half of the classes aren't really that important. You're just sitting there going in for the attendance thing or whatever. So sometimes it can be awful. Sometimes a little bit more scheduling can be good. Just depends on where you are with the things you're doing. But if you have other obligations, if you're starting on other things that are, you know, more prevalent to your major, or if you're actually going to be starting your own business or you have other obligations like that, I do think having less things in your schedule that you have to go to every single day is a better thing. So that's my schedule, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy that little experience. I think it was just pretty fun to put it together like that, and hopefully you guys did as well. But of course, subscribe to the channel and drop a like on the video if you did enjoy. Let me know you guys' schedules down below. Are they this good? Are they better? Or do you wish you could kind of set up something a little bit different like this? But just let me know in the comments down below. I will be replying to those. And follow me on social media. I'd appreciate it. We'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Peace.